Hi guys.
You got this.
Okay.
So
I got this. It is kind of weird. All right, here we go. Hi guys, I'm Tori Trades. If you are just now tuning in, I am documenting my journey on becoming a day trader. So go ahead and press that like button, hit the bell, subscribe to notifications. Yeah, I think I mixed that all up, but do all of those. So I want to talk about my trade today. I'm trying to get back in the habit of just like posting on a daily basis. So today I made $700. I made 2 trades trading futures. I traded the YMM20. So it's basically the Dow, so it's like an index, but I get to trade it with futures. And my first trade I sold. I went short. I'll go ahead and just pop it up on the screen so you guys can see. So just 2 simple trades. My first trade was a short. I sold just 1 contract. The price kind of paused for a minute and then dropped down. I got out and that first trade was $307. That was during breakfast. That was literally while I had bacon and eggs on the stove, and I'm looking at my phone and I'm cooking, and like 5 minutes go by and then I'm done with my trade. And then I ate breakfast and then I worked, and then I looked at the market again around like, I really don't remember at all. I'm gonna say like 2 or maybe 1. And then I saw an optimum time to buy. So the same exact contract, or the same exact future, so it was the YMM20, and it had fallen down all day. And another thing that I was having some issues with, and I'm sure maybe you guys have had those issues too, but it's that FOMO. So it's the fear of missing out. My trading has been affected a lot lately because of FOMO, and I kind of just had to readjust my mental game. So what I was doing is I was getting into positions. It would go in my favor a decent amount, like $300, $400, $500, maybe even $600 or $700. But I would hold that position wanting a bigger move, thinking this thing's gonna move even more. So I'd hold my position and then I would let it come all the way back to me and then get out. And that's what I had been doing for like 2 to 3 weeks now. I'm just thinking I'm gonna be in the big move, so I just hold these positions and then I let these moves come right back to me. Last night, I just had like a epiphany, maybe. But I had to change my mindset and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take these small moves. This is how I started trading. This is how I was successful in trading. These smaller moves happen much more often than these giant, massive moves. So if I can take all these little small moves that I get, I will be much more successful in the long run, instead of trying to wait for these long runs and they're not happening, so I just give all my money back. So back to my trades. So it did go down all day. I could have had that FOMO. I could have held it. That's another hard thing, is looking at your trade, getting out, and then going back like a few hours later and seeing, wow, if I would have held my position, I would have made like $1,000. And that is the case today, but that doesn't happen every time. So I was completely satisfied with my $307. I happened to find a good spot to buy again, so I engaged in another trade. The second trade is gonna be a long. So I bought 1 contract. The price actually went up pretty instantly and then dropped down. I was getting ready to get out. I was at about negative 180. But then the price turned around, went up, and I closed it at around like $403, something like that. And then that was my like initial, okay, these are 2 great trades. I am done trading for the day. Yeah. I don't think that was 10 minutes.
It wasn't.
All right, I'm gonna have to talk some more, so just hold on.
That was great though. You seem like really comfortable.
Thanks. Okay, so I didn't mention the exact prices that I got in at, so I'm gonna go over that really quick. So I'm gonna put my trade up here. Boom. This is both trades, so you can see where I got in, where I got out, and then the second trade of the day. So if you guys look at the top, it's gonna be in red, and it says 1 MKT, which means I got in at the market price, which means basically get me in whatever price it's at, just get me in right now at the market. So there's a few different ways of getting into a trade. There's one that is a limit, and you put in the exact price that you want to get in at. So let's say that you're looking at Amazon, and I'm making these prices up just for example purposes because I have no earthly idea what Amazon is at right now, even though I should know, but I don't. Let's just say Amazon is at $1,500 and it's moving. It's currently moving. So it's like, you're looking at it, it's like 1,501, 1,502, and then it's going down a little bit. So you can put in a limit price that says, okay, I only want to get in at 1,505. So you'll put in that price, that limit price, and if the market happens to hit that price, that's where you'll get in at. I don't like using it so much because there are chances that the price never makes it to whatever limit you want to get in at. So I like to just engage immediately. So back to where I got in at. So I got in at one contract market at 23,730. Now, this is the Dow, this is futures, this is also a mini Dow, so I didn't just invest $23,700 into this position. It's much cheaper than that. But TradeStation also gives me leverage, so I can leverage my position by, I think, 4 times the buying power in order to make my profits, which is awesome. And what's even more awesome is being able to trade like E-minis and micros because you'll be able to engage for a much cheaper price. So I got in at 23,730, and then it was literally only it was between 10 and 15 minutes later that I closed my position and made $307 or $304. I don't remember which one, but I closed it at 23,668. I also got out at market. If I do ever happen to engage a trade using limit orders, most likely it's when I'm getting in and not when I'm getting out. When I'm getting out, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me, but I do like to get out pretty instantaneously because my decision is made right then and there. Versus putting in a limit order and sitting there and waiting and hoping that it hits that price so that I can get the profit. Anyways, so those 2 trades were made at 7:25 a.m. Got out at, is it 7:25? 7:30. Got out at 7:40. Then the market went down for the rest of the day. Then I got back in at, it was much earlier than I thought, 11:40. So at 11:40, I went long. So same exact contract. It's the E-mini Dow futures. I got in at 23,173. Just one contract, went long. It paused, it went up. I was up about $250. Then it fell down and I was down 180. And that's when I was getting ready to close my position. The price popped right back up and I closed it at 407. And I did another market order and it was 23,254 is where I got out. So I feel like that's all the information I can relay to you guys about my trades. Some extra info about my strategy is that it is super duper simple. It's so simple that I'm pretty certain people would be skeptical on my strategy. They would think that I need more indicators, I need more research done on companies, and I really don't, and it's pretty awesome. I learned from my uncle, and his course is the Trading Template, if you want to check it out. If you do check it out, I'm actually in the learning material. So the course is actually him teaching my sister and I, so you guys get to learn with us. But the strategy is super simple. I learned it when I was, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, when I was like 22 or 23, and I'm 27 now. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, if you could name one job, maybe there's like a handful of things. You can go in and make $1,000 in a few minutes or a few hours and then get out and you're done. That's incredible. So I'll keep you guys updated on all my trades. This was today, which is May 13th. I made these trades in the morning and then in the afternoon, and I was done, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share actually. If you want to share it, go ahead and give it a share. And then hit the notification bell so you can get updates when I post my next video. Thanks for watching, guys.
Woo!
Thanks, man. I think I hit 10 minutes.
Woo! What?
I said I think I hit 10 minutes.
With all that together, yeah.
Whew.